Hello, everyone. Uh, it appears that today I'm giving yet another COVID-19 update. When I made the first video about this topic a couple weeks ago, I didn't realize it was going to be an ongoing saga, but it is what it is. So anyway, today is March 15th, and um, as last time, a lot of stuff has happened in the past week. Um, Large areas of the world, countries, particularly Italy and Spain, have been shut down. Schools have been shut down in several states in the U.S., including mine, which is going to begin with classes tomorrow. I have been pretty much just staying in the house for the last week, and that's probably a good thing because I have a couple of underlying health conditions which make me, at least according to the guidelines, an at-risk person. Now, in general, my health is good. I'm taking care of myself. I'm washing my hands, and um, just staying out of circulation for a while. And really, as a lot of people have discussed, but I'll just reiterate this one more time. The reason for the quote unquote social distancing is that it can overwhelm the healthcare system if everyone catches the virus in a short period of time. And in most cases, it doesn't cause severe symptoms. A lot of children, teenagers, young adults, either don't seem to even be getting it, or maybe they're getting it but they're not symptomatic. But some percentage of people will have serious symptoms and will require medical intervention, and often that means that they're going to have difficulty breathing and will need assistance in respiration for an extended period of time. That's kind of the report from the World Health Organization, who visited the epicenter in Wuhan, China, and came to some conclusions. So if a whole bunch of people show up at the hospital needing a lot of medical care all at once, it will be overwhelmed. That happened in Wuhan, where most of the Chinese cases were. It also has been happening, we're getting like bits and pieces of the story in Italy. I'm sure, months from now we'll sort of know the whole story of what's happening right now. But, for the most part, it's just because there's too many people coming down with it and needing medical care all at once, and the system can't handle that. So that's really why the restrictions and, there isn't an official restriction in the U.S. other than travel restrictions, which I think are a little bit strange and not very well thought out, actually. But there's no police people keeping you in your house here. But just a lot of companies have decided, okay, we're not going to have our people travel. If people can work from home, they should work from home until further notice. We're not going to have schools open. And just, I think California just required that, restaurants and bars, close for the time being also. So, what the saying is to just give the healthcare system a little bit of breathing room so that they can do their job. So, really, the recommendations, I've said this before, are, maintain distance from people, wash your hands often. You don't need sanitizer. Soap and water works just fine. Um, if you're at risk and don't need to go out, then don't go out. If you think you might have symptoms, um, or have been exposed to it, um, don't go out. Don't give it to someone else. If you have loved ones or family members who are at risk, um, and if you live with them, say, then you want to, not go out yourself for fear of, infecting them. Or, just give them a phone call rather than seeing them in person. We'll all understand. And, really what I want to say is just, this is kind of a scary time. I think also because, at least in my country, the government's response hasn't been um, very proactive or well thought out. And, so a lot of the issues that we're having in our, governmental structure and healthcare system and society are kind of having a light shown on them by this crisis, as we're not really responding as well as some other countries have. So we'll see what happens. Hope wherever you are that you're okay, and I want to send a message of calm, hope, and encouragement that even if we can't get together and see each other in person, we can all be thinking about each other and spreading good wishes from to all the people we know, all over the country, all over the world. So I wish you well, and I will talk to you soon.